feels like to be a parent and to to have your children turn against you for money, for clout, for fame.
Listen to this. Anton Daniels actually runs a whole separate platform called The Millionaire Morning Show. And over there, he's not really dropping fresh, polished, pre-recorded uploads as you'd expect. It's mostly live streams. Then he slices those marathon sessions into clips and reposts them on that channel. Hold up, because in one particular stream, he's clearly fishing for empathy from his audience, almost pleading his case in real time. He's convinced folks switched up on him strictly for clout, like the same people he helped are now chasing attention off his name. You won't believe this. The actual title of the segment says it all. Most of the people I put on have turned on me for clout. Damn. And then he goes all in, breaking down the entire situation piece by piece, like he's finally ready to get it off his chest.
Most of these that you see on here doing all of these live streams like that, a lot of these, I made them. I gave them they boost. They came up off my platforms. We would never know these before. Bro, it's people that has been in my Patreon meetups. They introduced me to their.
Listen to this. Anton is really out here saying most of the dudes speaking on him, he made them. He's claiming he built their careers from the ground up. According to him, he's the one who plugged them in, opened doors, and gave them visibility. And here's where it gets interesting, because he keeps doubling down on the idea that they rose off his platforms and then just flipped on him out of nowhere. Girl, he never pauses to examine why they might have switched up in the first place. That's the wild part, because it feels like he's clearing himself of any wrongdoing without even entertaining accountability. I could roll clip after clip from former friends, past collaborators, even ex-close associates who've spoken publicly about Anton's behavior, and they didn't come empty-handed. They've brought receipts, timelines, and specific reasons explaining why they cut ties with him. But what Anton wants to do is shrink all of that down to one simple narrative. I made them. They all came up off my platform. Hold up. Two things can absolutely be true at once. Maybe you did introduce them to a bigger stage. That still doesn't cancel their right to critique you. They have every right to call you out publicly. Because let's be real, Anton, you publicly drag people all the time. Let me give you an example. There's a creator who's still active named Glendon Cameron. If you know about Glendon, then you already understand the massive mistake he made. Back in 2021 or 2022, Glendon openly admitted, on camera no less, to allegedly being involved with someone underage and at the same time sleeping with that person's mother. Yes, he sat in his car, looked straight into the lens, and said that himself. Anton was originally planning to interview Glendon, but after those statements, he immediately changed his stance. Now, let's be clear, Anton has never admitted to anything as disturbing as what Glendon confessed, because Glendon's situation involved minors. But as a married man, Anton has definitely said things that were reckless and questionable. And when that Glendon situation happened, Anton went hard at him. He applied real pressure and undeniably damaged Glendon's career. So imagine if Glendon popped up today and said, Anton tried to clout chase off me, wanted a show, then turned on me. And mind you, Glendon doesn't even like Anton. Anton's response would be predictable. You forced my hand. Your behavior left me no choice but to distance myself. But hold up, that's the same logic being used against Anton right now. He distanced himself from Glendon because he believed Glendon crossed a moral line. He couldn't associate with that. And at the time, Anton benefited from that stance. He looked like the voice of integrity, the moral compass, the guy standing on principle. But now that others are distancing themselves from him, suddenly it's, they came up off my platform. Let's talk about this platform logic for a second. Just because Anton has bigger numbers doesn't mean these smaller creators bring him nothing. You think he collaborates with people who add zero value? Come on, those so-called smaller creators pull in their own viewers. They attract different audiences. Sometimes they bring in women, new demographics, fresh energy. Take someone like No Captivity with Freeze, maybe under 10K subscribers, but he can pull 4, 5, even 700 live viewers at times. That's a built-in audience tapping into your stream. That boosts engagement, that strengthens your numbers, that enhances your platform. So let's not act like value only flows one way. And then Anton went even further and said this.
That brought their wives to meet my wife, and we embraced them like the children that they are to us, and we said, we love you.
And then he doubles down and keeps pushing this angle, saying some of y'all were the ones trying to introduce him to his wife, like that somehow seals the argument. He brings up the fact that they met his wife and were around his family. But hold up, what does that actually have to do with the criticism? Now he's even referring to their kids, throwing in personal ties as if shared moments automatically equal lifelong loyalty. Girl, that's emotional leverage, not accountability. And then he pivots again and starts talking about this.
Today, Anton didn't make us Fight Club. It was my platform.
Now he shifts the conversation to this platform called Flight Club. Flight Club was something that eventually got shut down, whether he closed it himself or it just ended. But that's the project he's pointing to. Sometimes he was active on it, sometimes he wasn't even present like that. So I can already hear someone saying, we built our name on Flight Club. And Anton's response? I created Flight Club. Okay, cool. Let's say you did create Flight Club. Let's give you that. You built it. But hold up. Just because you built the house doesn't mean you can't still act foul inside it. All of those things can exist at the same time. You can create an opportunity and still be a hypocrite. You can preach one thing and live another. You can shout about loving Jesus on Sunday and still step out on your wife on Monday. And if people recognize the inconsistencies in how you move, that observation is still valid. So nobody is automatically indebted to you when you're not even aligned with your own message. Damn, damn, damn. And then he keeps going with this.
No less than 20 different people, minimum, that I put on, that I gave visibility to, women and men. Women and men out here clout chasing. I said, what in the world is going on?
All right, listen to this. Anton Daniels goes on saying he's seen women and men he put on literally clout chasing off his platforms. But hold up, let me break this down for you. Anton Daniels is a fairly big YouTuber, especially in the political or trending news corners of YouTube. And girl, he clout chases every single day, as all of us do. Let's be real. We're all in this business, chasing views, trying to get eyeballs on our content. And if you watch his main channel, it's literally a play-by-play of whatever's trending. Bill and Hillary Clinton, ICE, Nicki Minaj, Jeffrey Epstein, the list goes on. He's talking about everyone else constantly. And yes, that's fine, but newsflash, you're also clout chasing in the process. The problem isn't that he does it, it's why he gives people a reason to clout chase him back. See, when you're constantly chasing clout, you start shifting your positions. One day you're all Christian vibes on the stream, the next day you're out with every bad bee in town. And here's the kicker, Anton completely ignores the fact that he's mistreated people on his platform. Women and men alike have been spoken down to, disrespected, and used, and he never apologizes. Instead, he acts like loyalty is owed to him no matter what. And the irony? He's the same guy polarizing people, stirring controversy, creating turmoil. That's literally his brand. So when others respond the same way he's been treating them, he turns around like, I made you. I gave you the platform. Girl, no big creator will even deal with you unless you're bringing them something to the table. It's not about being nice, it's about value. Anton talks about Fight Club, right? He wasn't even fully active on it sometimes, yet it made money. Guess who helped him make that money? The people he put on. They brought viewers, engagement, and revenue. And yet, when they respond to his behavior, suddenly it's clout chasing. Yes, that's extreme narcissism right there. No accountability, zero self-reflection. Anton keeps shifting his position, chasing fame, changing his message week to week. And when people see a trail of red flags and contradictions, they push back. Honestly, he's basically the new Tommy Sotomayor, falling out with everybody, big or small, for petty reasons, jealousy or ego, and expecting zero consequences. It's like he's blaming the victim for being mistreated while acting shocked when the backlash comes. So yeah, guys, what do you think? This is Jackson back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk Bell. We're out.